Hi, today we're going to look at password wallets. And password wallets, here's a test password wallet that I've just created here using my favorite password wallet software, Password Wallet by Selznick software. I'll show you some other systems later, but first we'll dive into this one. Now, a password wallet, as far as I'm concerned, is one of the top 10, at least top 10 bits of kit that you need if you're going to be online. Hi, I'm Craig. I'm from Foxy Web Design. I've been telling my clients for years to get themselves a password wallet. And more often than not, it's like dragging a horse to water. And I don't understand why it's so difficult to convince people how useful these pieces of software are. It not just saves you time, which is also money, but it also protects your online privacy and security. And you really can't put a price to that. Let's just show you Password Wallet in action. I'll click on my entry for Twitter. Just click log in there and just start it off by putting your cursor where the email goes and then just hit autofill, which autofills your name and your password, and you're in. All right. So most people don't have complex passwords. They will use something like their cat's name or their dog's name or their child's name, and then they'll think they're being super clever by adding the date that they were born after that or the year that they were born. That's not clever. Most of that information you can publicly find on the internet. So if someone was trying to hack into your account, they're all the things that they're going to guess first. Okay. Now, with Password Wallet, it will generate passwords for you. You can choose from these random lists here. One thing that Password Wallet doesn't do, it's only going to give you uppercase and lowercase characters and numbers. Sometimes I like to put in a few random characters like that as well, just to make it really, really hard. One really important thing that you should know about these password wallets, well, this one in particular, I really like this one, as I said, because it's available for Mac and Windows, iOS and Android. And this is actual software that lives on your computer. Okay, look, a lot of the other ones are cloud-based systems. And to be honest, I do not trust the cloud as much as I trust my own computer. But then again, that's up to you, because I'm going to show you some other options later. By the way, I do not have any affiliate connections with this website. I will always tell you if I'm promoting some software and I earn some sort of affiliate commission from it. In this case, Password Wallet does not offer any affiliate commissions. As you can see, there's a lot of great reviews on their homepage if we scroll through. And if we get to the bottom of all these reviews, they're saying how much they love this product, and you'll get to the end of it, you'll find that there is no affiliate links here down the bottom. I don't believe they offer any. Anyway, some of the reasons why I love this software. This company really knows their onions. They've got sort of DNA, gene sequencing software. This is very strong encryption on your actual password wallet itself. So it'd be almost impossible for a hacker to get through, I dare say. You know, when quantum computing comes about, maybe it might be slightly easier, who knows. One other thing I should really point out about it is that you'll only ever need to remember one password, and that's the password for your actual password wallet. And if you were to forget that, it would be a disaster. Having said that, I don't have my password for this written down. I just remember it. But that's just one password that I need to know. And look, just to give you an idea of how much I use this is one of my older other password wallets, and this is how much I use that software. There's a lot of entries there, as you can see. This one's just a dumbed down version to show you, but really, I'll get into more of the nitty gritty later. Let's just use it one more time. Let's log into Stan, for instance. A lot of people use Netflix or Stan, and just click on the login and just type in the autofill. It will put in your name and your password, and in you go. Now, if you do get yourself this software, it's probably a good idea to go and update some of your accounts with a new password and then store it safely in here. All right, now what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to log into a cPanel that I've got and create an email address and show you how I would create an entry for that. So just bear with me while I find a available cPanel there for creating an email address. So again, I'm using my password wallet to take me to this cPanel. And this is a brand new cPanel I've set up for testing purposes. And in this cPanel, I can create an email account. Okay, so let's create a new email. And we'll call it test@snoo3. Because it's a test one, I actually don't mind showing the password here because I'm going to delete this account afterwards. So let's set this password now. With this system, it creates its own password, and it's saying that the password strength is 100. So look, that's good enough for me. And I'll just show you how I would set up an entry for this. Okay, so I'll put in the password there, so I've got it safe. All right, now, if you know anything about cPanels and creating email accounts, you'll know that this email is now called test@snoo3.com. Okay, and further, if you know about cPanel accounts, you'll know that I can actually log into that email through the webmail. So I'll put in the URL there, so I never need to type in that again. And just to remind me what this is, I like everything to be alphabetical, so I'll call it snoo3.com, and then I'll call it email, and then the name of the email. And that's all I really need to record here in this password wallet. Now I've got a permanent record of that. I never need to remember that password again. More so, I never need to type it again. One of the biggest errors that I see on the internet is when people are trying to log in and they're having all sorts of problems because they're trying to type in something and they've got one character wrong and they've got to do it again and again and again until they get locked out sometimes. And all of that drama could just simply be avoided by using a password wallet. Anyway, let's create this account. Success, it was created. And now let's just see if it works. Let's test it to make sure that this works. So as I say, I knew where the login window for that would be. It puts in automatically my email address and password now. And now I've logged into the email system. And it's as easy as that. All right, let's change a password on something. Let's find an account here that's not very important for me. Here's a good one to show. Autodesk. Now, this is slightly different, I've noticed, with their sign-in. When I click on sign-in here, it's got one of these login windows where it only shows the email address first. So in this instance, what I've got to do is, this actually means the URL. That's what I click to actually go here. This means the username, this little green icon. So I'll just click on that to put in the username. And then the next thing it needs is the password. So I'll just click on the password here. So sometimes you're not able to autofill because it's got the multi-page sign-in process. So now I can sign in. They've offered to protect my account with a two-step verification. Now, I do recommend that if you've got an important account, like a bank, for instance. Two-step verification is really quite important, and I do use that on my important accounts. This, however, this is two-step verification. I don't actually want two-step remind me later. This is not an important account for me, so you know, I won't turn on that verification now. Sometimes it's a good idea to update your password, and I'm not even sure where you do that here on Autodesk. It would probably be under my account here, account settings. Yep. All right, let's update the security. Let's update the password. Change this password over here. In this case, it's asking for your current password, and before you can put in a new password. So I'm just going to do this off screen. I just want to check something. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate a new password. I'll show you that in a minute. I just want to see if this is what I wanted. It's not actually visible here, so I don't have to go and change it again after this video. All right. So what I'm going to do now is just grab my old password and put it in here and save the password. All right. And so just bear with me for a sec. So now I can probably log out now and just test that. Yes, it's asking me to, okay, so we'll sign out. And then let's sign in again. So again, I'll just grab the username with this green key here. And the new password that I've saved, I put in here and press sign in. And now I've got a new password. And I recommend you do that on any account that you feel that needs saving or making more secure. All right, now I've got to point out another really important thing. So I've already pointed out that there's one password to get into here. So like when I close this window, let's just try and open up that file again. Just bear with me. I'll go to the, here's where I've got, so that password wallet is a file, okay? Now, what I do is I make multiple backups of this file. So yes, I've got it here on my computer, but I also save it to any number of hard drives over here as well, make a copy in any number of hard drives regularly so that that's always backed up. Look, I'll show you something else too. Sorry, I'm jumping backwards and forwards, but there's a bit to talk about with passwords. You saw before where when I was updating my password, I had to know my old password before I could create a new password. That's very common on websites, okay? I just want to show you something else about that, but before I move on too far. So you see I've signed out. When I sign in, just about always, no, they don't actually have it for this one. Usually they've got an option saying, forgot password, and it will actually email it to you. But it doesn't look like Autodesk has that for their system. So if you were to lose the password there on that type of a platform where it doesn't have a forget password thing, yeah, it doesn't have it. If I go there, create account, already have an account, sign in, there's no option there for forgot password. So what you'd have to do in the case of this website is you'd actually have to get in contact with them and say, hey, look, this is my email address, I've lost my password. And as you know, sometimes it's hard to actually find a contact us page, but here's those, they do actually have a contact us page. But mostly if you've forgotten your password, it will actually give you that option. Like, for instance, if I log out of Twitter, I'm pretty sure they've got that option, forgot password, you see? And then you just put in your email or username, and it will email you a password reset. All right, so I just thought I'd bring that up. All right, let's go back to this file, this password file. Like I say, it's important to have a copy of that, at least one other copy, in case your computer gets stolen or broke down. I have multiple copies on multiple hard drives of my password file. Don't worry, if someone ever got this file, they'll never be able to get in. They need that password to get in, okay? I'm so conscious of my security that I'll start typing in my password so you can see how this works. But I don't even want people to know how many characters are in my password. Even knowing how many characters is a clue for a potential bad entity, bad agent that might be trying to hack you. And because I do web design, and I actually see the back end of websites all the time and the activity, believe me, this hacking goes on all the time. All you have to do is look up hacking GDP, for instance, to get an approximate figure of how much gross domestic product leaves your country every year through hackers. All right? People get hacked all the time. Banks get hacked. Facebook accounts get hacked. Identity fraud happens. So I really can't emphasize, people joke about this when they say, yes, I did call it after my dog, my password, Craig, Look, I've got as much of a sense of humor as the next person, but I don't actually find that funny. It just makes me worry for them. So I've shown you that you need to know your own password for a password wallet. And that's the only password you ever really need to remember for your online life. Everything else is safely recorded. And I've also shown you that you need to back that up regularly. All right, I'm just going to go over a few last things on Selznick. Now, look, I've been with them, I think about 10 years. I started, I think, with Password Wallet 1. I've got my old license information stored in there. Even if you haven't paid for it, it gives you a grace period of quite a few weeks to get your stuff in order in case you needed to access old files, pull out your license information, stuff like that. So they're very fair about everything. You wouldn't ever get locked out. It's up to Password Wallet version 4 now. I think I've paid for about 2 or 3 upgrade fees in the last 10 years. Each time it's been around the amount of around $15. So they don't price gouge you either. As far as being very reliable and very well made software, it's also very affordable software. There are other systems out there. This one's called Passcamp. So I've got Passcamp there. I've also got Sticky Pass. Now I'll show you. This is where I might put in an affiliate code in case you want to choose something else. One of the big deal websites that I use is one called Stack Social. They've got a lot of software that's quite useful, and they do have affiliate links. So inside my account there, I can drag out an affiliate link and add it onto any of these products. And I'll show you some of these products now. I'm going to look up Password. And there's one here called Sticky Password Premium. At the moment, they've got that on sale for lifetime. That's per one user. They've got the same one down here, Sticky Password Premium, 3 years for 5 users. Well, I'd actually prefer to spend 5 users. I'd rather spend $100 and get lifetime. That's just me, because I know I'm in this for the long haul, so I'm always looking for a bargain, and if that means investing a little bit of money up front, so I save money down the track, that's great. Lifetime subscriptions, well, they're not always useful. If the company goes out of business, then you've lost your money, haven't you? But I've definitely saved more money than what I've lost by investing in lifetime. So I'm going to post my affiliate link for that one. There's a lifetime on that one. I don't know much about Cyclonus Password Manager, but I can see that they've got a lifetime on that. There's Pass Camp lifetime. I can show you Pass Camp a little bit. We'll just get off Stan. So this is a cloud-based one. As I said before, I'm more into having the software on my local device. But you know, there's nothing too wrong with having things in the cloud. You know, with all of these things too, like, take all this advice with a grain of salt. As much as I want to give you the best information that I know, if it was me watching my video, right, I would double check everything, especially when it comes to security software, right? It's like with a doctor. If I had a life-threatening, you know, someone said that you've got cancer, I'd very, very seriously consider getting a second opinion on that one, just in case. You know, people make mistakes, don't they? So anyway, this one's very much the same. Add a password. So here, it can be a website or an application. That's pretty cool too. By the way, in my password wallet, my real one, it's not just websites that I have the username and password for. As you can see, I've got the serial number here for my software. I've also got important information that like my driver's license and things like that. Things that I need to look up regularly, but I don't necessarily want everyone to know. I love to be able to have a secure way of storing that information. So you can store, you know, pretty much anything in here. You've got this list of categories as well. You can make whatever category you want. You can tell it what browser you want it to go to when you click on it. So there's a few features there that I didn't discuss. But look, let's get back to this one. Here you'd put in the name of whatever it was. So in the case of that one I did before, it was like snoo email. The URL, I'd just copy and paste that. Username, password, comments, that sort of like notes, and tags. So in this case, the tag would be email or email account. And so it's very much the same. They're all very, very similar. If you're into cryptocurrency, I believe that Trezor has its own password wallet. I have a Trezor, but I find them, you know, it's good for crypto, but I don't really use the wallet that much just because it takes too long to log in. You know, I love my password wallet because I can log in quickly. But hey, if you've already got a Trezor, it might be worth looking at. If you're into the Trezor password, it's got a password manager there built into it. So, you know, that might be worth looking at if you've already got a Trezor. Okay. So I think we've covered most things here, haven't we? So we've covered my favorite, my favorite password wallet, why it's my favorite. I've covered how you need to have a password for that. If you know, maybe write the password in the back of an old paperback novel somewhere or something if you're scared that you're going to forget it, because once you lose it, it's gone. Like, the owners of this can't break back into it for you. I mean, it is gone. Okay, so remembering that one password is really important. Also, keeping backups of your password file. That's highly important, especially when it's a software-based password wallet, not a cloud-based one. Then having multiple backups of that password file is really important. I've discussed the usefulness of it, the time-saving ability, the ability to generate strong passwords that hackers won't be able to guess because they're just a bunch of random numbers and characters. I've discussed how it will save you from the heartache of not being able to log in properly because you've typed in a wrong character somewhere and just haven't seen it. So it will save you hours of frustration. I've discussed the attractiveness of, if you can buy a lifetime deal, buy it. As I've said, this doesn't come with a lifetime, but it may as well be lifetime as far as I'm concerned. They've proved themselves for the last 10 years. The odd $15 here or there, that's a nothing for me. It's a nothing, especially when you think of what normal people charge for these password managers. Let's look some of them up. Now, look, this is just me. I don't click on ads because, in all fairness, I'm not going to be buying any of these things. As soon as I click on this ad, they get charged by Google. I don't know, sometimes quite a few dollars. So I'm not going to. I'm not going to click on the ads. I will click on an ad if I'm interested in shopping. It's just I don't want to, cost that company money for nothing just because I'm browsing around. I just sort of bring that up. So let's have a look. So I've clicked on a few ones. Best password managers for 2020. So Zoho Vault. Where's the link? Oh, here it is. See it. So Dashlane, Keeper, LastPass, RoboForm, Password Boss, and Sticky Password. All right. Dashlane. This one stores it in looks like it's a browser-based one. I don't want to download it. I won't go there. All I'm looking for prices at the moment. So this one's $25, $29 a year. All right. So yeah, that's more expensive than the Selznick one. But hey, maybe this is the one for you. All of these people recommend it. But yeah, so that might be a good one. They've got a free version or a $3 a month version. So what's that? $36 a year. 1 year for $25. Look, I think that there's so many of these things now that at one point I was seeing them charge like up to $100 a year or so. I think that they've all dropped their prices down now to be more competitive in an oversaturated market. This one's like roughly $30 a year. Yeah, look, I guarantee Selznick will not send you an upgrade fee for years and years. They don't do it every year. They don't upgrade it just because the year went past and it's like, oh, it's time for you to send me the money because it's New Year's Eve or whatever. They don't do it like that, right? The only reason Selznick will ever charge for an upgrade is because if your operating system on your computer went to change so much that they had to radically rewrite the software, then they need to do it. But generally, they do little updates and they send them to you and they never charge you. And look at the price here. This one's $15. Right, so I'm going to stop raving about them. Obviously, I'm a fan. All right, we'll just look at a few more. Get this deal now and save $85. Well, we limited time offer. Oh, they're offering lifetime for $30. Oh wow, that's actually the same as the. Oh no, Stack Social have it for $20. All right, so there you go. I don't mind sharing that little tip with you. I'm sure that Sticky Password won't mind if I share that little tip with you. I'll be telling you more about other deal sites that I like in other videos, so keep an eye out for them. But I've shown you today Stack Social, and I'll put my affiliate link for Stack Social in this video. So you can do me a favour. That's like shouting me a cup of coffee. If you actually click on my affiliate link and go to Stack Social and buy something from here, you won't get charged anymore, but I'll get a very small commission if a sale's made, enough to buy me a cup of coffee, all right? So that's how affiliate links work. Look, I think you've got the idea. I think I've covered everything there is to know about, well, not everything there is to know, most of the things that you'll need to know about having a password wallet. I better delete this this account now because if there was a hacker out there, I don't want them logging into my system, do I now? Here's the other thing too. One last thing before I go. Often when you create an account, you'll get emailed that password. Now, if a hacker somehow manages to get into your email account, they can go through all of your old emails and they're going to find password for this, password for that, password for something else. Probably somewhere in there, there's going to be a password for your bank account, right? That's why it's a good idea to update your passwords every now and again. And like I say, you log in, generally you put in your existing password, you update, you create a new password. Like I say, I like to add in a few special characters here and there. Copy that password, put it into your account to replace it, to update your password, and then you've got a different password than what's written in that old email in your email system. Okay, because what happens if they get into your email and they find all those old passwords and you haven't updated them? They'll just go 1, 2, 3. All of a sudden, they've taken over your whole life. You have to prove to the bank that you're you and it's not the hacker that's you. All right, so you do need to take the online privacy and security seriously. And these password tools are one way that you will really be taking your own privacy and your own security seriously. All right, thanks for watching. If you thought this was helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel. And leave any comments below. If you've got more questions and I can answer them, I certainly will. I'll even make another video for you to try and help your online life. Okay? Okay, bye for now.